What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Wednesday, November 30th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments section who are your favorite and least favorite plays for today's slate. And finally, I gotta give that shout out to BetMGM. If you live in a legal betting state and you are new to BetMGM, click the link in the description. Head on over and put $10 down on any one of the World Cup matches. For today, my recommendation, just take Argentina or France. Make it easy on yourself. Win or lose, you are getting $200 in free bets from BetMGM. It is the best way for you to start your bankroll. Now, we're going to round out the bottom of my top 10 with John Collins, Jordan Clarkson, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Terrence Mann, and JUSUF NURKIC on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up at number 5, I'm going to Anthony Edwards. He is shooting guard, small forward eligible, 8K, projected for 43. The goal is 50. He is in the optimal lineup 15% of the time. Edwards is probably going to be pretty happy right now, but we shall see. Karl-Anthony Towns injured for the next 4 to 6 weeks, which means we should see a pretty sizable usage bump to Edwards and maybe just better play from Minnesota in general. Maybe the pieces fit together better. Who knows? Either way, 1.19 fantasy points per minute for Edwards in this spot. 30% usage in 36 minutes, 26 real points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 stocks. It's a slight pace up spot against Memphis. They're 3.5-point dogs, so this one should be competitive. Price, positioning, new role, you know, the bump in usage is great. I'm anxious to see what we get out of Anthony Edwards over the next 4 weeks. At number 4, we're going to Portland for Justice Winslow. Small forward eligible, 5,200, projected for 30. The goal is 36. He is in the optimal lineup 16% of the time. He looked good yesterday on a 3-gamer. He looks that good again today. 33 minutes. Portland's just playing the starters really big minutes, very firm rotation. He's a 0.9 fantasy point per minute guy, and he hits every statistical category. 17% usage, 10 points, 7 boards, 5 assists, 2 stocks. Massive pace up spot here against the Lakers. Now, they are 5.5-point underdogs, but that doesn't really bother me all that much. I like the idea of this being a more up-tempo matchup. So Justice Winslow being the pseudo point guard / small forward for this team, I think he looks fantastic. In at number 3, we've got Reggie Jackson, who had a pretty sizable game yesterday. We're on the back-to-back once again. Point guard eligible, 5,100, projected for 30. The goal is 35.5. He's in the optimal lineup 17% of the time. So for Reggie Jackson, what we're seeing here today looks good. I gave him 32 minutes. Now, they are getting John Wall back. I don't know how big of an effect that's actually going to have. They had this same rotation for the 3 games prior to yesterday. They just simply didn't really play Robert Covington or Jason Preston or Diabate. So I gave Reggie Jackson 32 minutes. He's a 0.9 fantasy point per minute guy when the shot falls. 23% usage, 15 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. He also might get a stock. It's a pace neutral matchup against Utah, but obviously Utah's defense is not very good. This spot just looks really nice for Reggie Jackson. Back-to-back or not, I'm more than happy to get myself some Jackson. In at number 2, we have Zach Collins. This one's pretty easy to talk about. Power forward center eligibility, so obviously that helps. 4,500, projected for 32. The goal is 32. He's in the optimal lineup 20% of the time. 27 minutes here for Zach Collins because Jeremy Sohan is out and Jakob Poeltl is out. So I assume Zach Collins is stepping into the starting lineup. At least that's what makes sense to me. I think he could play more minutes potentially, but they do have Charles Bassey there. They do have Gorgui Dieng there. So I don't want to get too crazy with Collins minutes, but it doesn't really matter because of that power forward eligibility. He's a 1.1 plus fantasy point per minute guy, 19% usage, 12 points, 9 boards. So pretty close to a double-double straight away, 3 assists and 2 stocks. Massive pace up spot against Oklahoma City, so the matchup is fantastic. Now, San Antonio is a pretty big underdog in this one, but these are 2 tanktastic teams. This should be a fantastic spot for Zach Collins. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, you guys know the drill. One last reminder. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, notification bell so you know when everything goes live. You got to follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. I need you to let me know in the comment section who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at BetMGM using the link in the description. The number 1 contender for today, for me, is very easy. It is Kyrie Irving. He's point guard, shooting guard eligible, 7,800, projected for 47. The goal is 49. He's in the optimal lineup 26% of the time. 37 minutes for Kyrie Irving. 1.27 fantasy points per minute here. Ben Simmons is out, and I think that just makes everything better for Kyrie Irving. That's one guy that's just not going to have the ball in his hands as much, and they don't have a lot of guys that do that. I think Kyrie's going to get back into the mix. I think the spacing for the floor is going to look a lot better. I think his driving lanes are going to look a lot better. 32% usage for Kyrie, 30 minutes, 5 boards, 30 points, 30 real points, I'm saying. 5 boards, 5 assists, and 2 stocks. It's a slight pace down spot against Washington, but the matchup is totally fine here. He is very easily my #1 contender, and I don't even expect it to change today, even with 13 games. Go get yourself some Kyrie Irving, everybody. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Wednesday, November 30th. DraftKings version's around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We are back again Friday morning. There's only one game tomorrow. No contenders. We're back again Friday morning for another edition of the Contenders.